Hello, everyone. This is Miss Winsley, and welcome to our English 2 PEP video. Now, PEP stands for Policies, Expectations, and Procedures. And this quick video is going to go over the PEP for English 2 in this class in great detail. I'm so excited. Count me in. Let's get started, legends. Welcome. Now, a little bit about me. This is my 11th year teaching. This is my 7th year at Asheboro High School. I love all things TV. So thank goodness it's fall television or TGIT. I'm a diehard Carolina fan. I love to sing. I am a Scorpio. My birthday is in October. I love to travel with my homies. I'm a little goofy, as you'll see, with the probably overused Bitmojis in this PEP video. I have one child, a fur child. His name is Oscar. He's 11 years old. I love him to death, even though he gets on my nerves. And lastly, but not least, I love crushed ice. If you see Miss Winsley sipping on something in a Zaxby's cup, it's probably my morning smoothie, but more than likely the night before, it was a crushed ice from Zaxby's. Or if you see me munching on a styrofoam cup full of crushed ice, just know that I went downstairs to the cafeteria to get me some crushed ice. It's that serious. Let's move into the expectations of your materials. So required materials, composition notebook. You should already have that. For some of you, I provided it. For others, you did have to purchase that. You need to have a 3 or a 4 pack of sticky notes. We'll be using those in lieu of index cards. Pencils, pens, highlighters. Have your own, but if you don't, I got some in the back. Don't worry about it. Your Chromebook and your charger. Don't have any extras of those. Also don't have a lot of outlets. So you need to try to charge your Chromebook before coming to class. There's not. I have maybe 1 or 2 ports that I can give access to, but that's it. Last but not least, earbuds for private listening. Bluetooth earbuds work great with the Chromebooks. They pair perfectly. However, I don't want to hear excuses of, oh, my iPhone earbuds don't have the adapter. Go to Dollar Tree, Dollar General, get you a cheap pair, and let's keep it rocking and moving. Why? Because you're going to use these materials every single day. Class rules? No, I don't have rules. I don't believe in giving students a list of rules. Why? Because rules are made to be broken. I know because in high school, I broke a lot of rules. But my values, your values, they're not so easy to break. So I have 4 foundational values that we are a class going to live by each and every day. And we're going to hold each other accountable to these 4 values each and every single day. What you'll come to realize is that these values essentially create the rules. Now, I've given us 4, but during the week, we're going to come up with 3 additional for a total of 7. And this will be who we are as a class. So let's talk about the 4. This is a class that laughs daily. Off gates. I'm goofy. I'm silly. I love to have fun. I also love to be serious. So we're going to try to laugh each and every single day. This is a class that will show kindness in all that we do to each other and to ourselves and to the work that we put out. This is a class that dreams about the future. This is a class that offers the best versions of themselves. These 4 values, along with the 3 we're going to come up with as a class later in the week, this is who we are. This is who we will be long after we've left this room, room 325. We are also a class that works hard. We are also a class that cares deeply. And we are also a class that thinks critically about the choices that we make, about the actions we do, and also about the work that we are going to be doing and the learning that we are going to do, the discussions that we are going to have. We are a class that's going to think critically about the world around us and how we can impact that world for the better. As in life, you are free to choose, but you are not free from the consequences of your choice. Therefore, there are levels, hey, to this. Level one is verbal. Just a quick verbal conversation that we'll have silently, privately. I'll never call you out in front of the class. Level two, we're probably going to need to talk. Stay 2 minutes with me after class. We're going to discuss and chop up some things. Level three, I got to give you a lunch attention. Clearly, the choices that you are making are not conducive to who we are as a class. So you need to take some time away to reflect on making better choices. And the last level, level four, office referral. I definitely try not to go to this level. It's only really for the extreme choices that you are making that I have to go to this extreme consequence. However, there are times when ain't nobody got time for that. And for those circumstances, I'm talking about cursing, fighting, bullying, blatant disrespect, and intentional harm. You are going to have to get the automatic. Let's take some separation. Let's take some time apart, which will be a disciplinary write-up, and you'll have to go to the office and serve a few days of ISS. And then you'll come back and it'll be all good. Technology, music, and cell phone policy. Let's talk about your Chromebooks. Bring them every day. They're like your pencil. You will literally use your Chromebook every single day. Some days you'll start with it at the beginning of class. Some days you'll end with it. But at some point during our 80 minutes together, you will use your Chromebook. When you use your Chromebook, no web roaming. That means no games, no music, no videos, no movies. If I catch it, we're going to have a problem because by you doing that, you are not reflecting who we are as a class. Music policy. Miss Winsley is the official DJ. You guys are the rappers, i.e., I'll do take requests. But for the most part, I play the music in the class. Now, eventually you will be allowed to listen to your music on your Chromebooks. However, no music at all for the first 4.5 weeks. So until the first progress reports come out, I am the only music outlet for you. After the first progress report, only students who have a B can listen to music during independent work time. However, you have a chance once you get a B during independent work time, go for what you know. But there are some policies and procedures for listening to music. Policy number one, Pandora, Spotify only, no SoundCloud. And we'll revisit at each progress report period. So if you have a B at the first progress report, but you don't at the second, you lose that privilege. And lastly, cell phones. I get it. Your cell phone is a big part of your life. It's a big part of my life. However, I have a job to do. This is who we are as a class. We will offer our best selves every single day. That means we can't be on our phone because that's not offering our best selves. So when you come in, phones, screen down on the desk at all times. No bag, no pocket, no problems. You got a cell phone. I know you do. Don't leave it in your bag. Definitely don't leave it in your back pocket. Leave it on your desk so it's right there where you can see it. Just screen down. We will decide as a class when we will take a 1-minute phone break. We will also decide as a class the consequences for using your phone before that 1-minute break. Lastly, I get it. You do use your phone during the day. So if you do need a charge, I got a nice charging station in the back that you can use to charge your phone. Communication is key. So I have 4 ways that you can always reach me. I want to make sure we maximize all of our 80 minutes in class. Therefore, the 4 times you can reach me are before class, out in the hall, after class, out in the hall, email. I prefer email. That way we both have a documentation of the communication that we are having. I check my email daily, all day from 8 to 4 p.m. Essentially, from the time I step into the Asheboro High School building to the time I leave it at about 4 o'clock. After 4 o'clock and on the weekends, best way to reach me is text via Remind. Remember, joining our class Remind text club is required. You would almost consider it an assessment. So make sure that you join Remind. If you don't have a phone, you can still join Remind and just see me, and I'll show you how to join without a phone. Bathroom policy. Biggest thing is use it before you come to class. We have 80 minutes, like I've already stressed for the 4th time, and I won't say that again. So it's important that you use the bathroom on your way. You got about 7 minutes to get to class. So there should be no reason why you can't use some of those 7 minutes to use the bathroom. Also, if you get here and then you ask me to go to the bathroom, I'm always going to tell you yes, but that does not mean you get to stay after the tardy bell. So just go ahead and go. Come in, put your stuff down, go to the bathroom. Just make sure you come back before the tardy bell rings. Now, you get 3 passes each quarter, just like in football. You get 3 timeouts. They're non-transferable, just like in football, maybe like in soccer. I don't know. I need to check that out. Also, there are certain bathroom times, just like in substitutions. You can't sub in players during certain times. You can't go to the bathroom in class during certain times. First 15 minutes of class, the last 15 minutes of class, and any minutes where I am leading the class, either in a discussion or I'm leading you in some old school style lecturing. Also, you're young adults. You're 14, 15, 16 years old. You don't need to raise your hand and ask me, can you go to the bathroom? If we are not in a no bathroom time zone, you feel free to go. You just have 4 minutes. If you exceed the 4 minutes, you lose a pass. And your phone stays. Once all 3 of your passes are used, you can still go to the bathroom. You just have to stay after class 1 minute per bathroom usage on a day I choose. Tardy policy. Don't be tardy for the party. Oh, don't be tardy for our party. Tardy is defined as, and I always have to say this, tardy is defined as not in your seat working when the bell rings. So yes, if you are by the door talking to me and we're just chopping shop, I'm gonna chop shop with you. I'm gonna chop it up with you. I'm gonna goof it up with you. Might tell you a joke. Then I'm gonna kind of look at my watch to remind you of my tardy policy. Make sure you're in your seat working when the bell rings. If you're up grabbing papers or sharpening your pencil, make sure you're in your seat working when the tardy bell rings. If you are not in your seat working when the tardy bell rings and you find yourself locked out, yes, I do lock the door. You must wait until we are finished with our first agenda item to enter. Do not knock. For real, don't knock. You got to be kidding me if you knock. Please don't knock. Don't knock, don't kick, nothing. Now, there are 5 tardy consequences. Tardy number 1, let's talk. We'll do a quick chop at the door just for a couple minutes. Just be like, hey, why were you late? Tardy number 2, last verbal warning. Then we're going to send home a text, call, or email to your parents from your phone. Tardy number 3, you have to do a day of lunch detention in the lunch detention room. Good luck with that. Tardy number 4, 2-day lunch detention. Bruh, why are you tardy? And then lastly, tardy number 5, major trouble. It's either going to be a teacher consequence or referral. More than likely, tardy number 5 and 6 will be a teacher consequence. By tardy number 7, I'm going to have to refer you to the office because we have a serious time problem on our hands and we need to figure out a way to work that out. So don't be tardy for the party. Whoa. Grading. Good news. You do not have homework this semester. I don't believe in homework. The only thing I ask you to do is study your vocabulary about 15 minutes a night. And there might be some times when I have you read for 15 minutes as an assessment. Other than that, everything we do in class is what we do in class. So therefore, there are 4 categories of grading. First, we got power standards. Power standards are 9 biweekly assignments that are targeting key elements to obtain college and career level and beyond proficiency on the EOC. In order to pass this class, you have to receive a proficient grade on the EOC. So the power standards are a big deal. That's why they weigh the most at 40%. Next up, assessments. These are announced and unannounced multiple choice short answer questions that show your knowledge of any subject being tested. So it could be a unit test. It could be a pop quiz on a video that you watch. It could be your every 3-week vocabulary and lit term quizzes. Those are assessments. 20% of your grade is written work. We write official writing assignments every other week, and we do writing at least 1 time each week. Lastly, classwork and notebook. Any classwork or homework assignments. And by homework, I literally mean something that I had you finish up in class, and it's due by your next class, but it's your call if you want to do it at home. And so those homework assignments, if I do give them to you, are literally few and far between. It might be tonight, study your vocabulary terms, and then you may have a homework pop quiz the next day, but I only graded at 10%. And then lastly, your notebook checks are done at the end of each unit. Plagiarism. Woo! Plagiarism is defined as the practice of taking someone else's ideas and passing them off as your own. In this class, plagiarism includes turning in another's work as one's own. Please, it's 2019. Don't do that. Plagiarism also includes including a source but failing to cite it. If it didn't come from your brain, it's not yours. Cite it. Plagiarism includes copying work from a friend before class or while in another class. Now, this one we don't really have to worry about too much. Why? Because I don't do worksheets, and I don't do worksheets for homework. So that's good. And lastly, plagiarism includes copying an author's exact words and passing them off as your own. This includes copying and pasting from a website. This also includes getting a shared document or presentation from somebody and trying to pass it off as your own. Don't do that. Plagiarism policy. There's basically 3. Warning, parent call out. I'm going to give you a warning the first time. I'm going to send a text, call, email to your parents through your phone and through mine. Concerning the assignment, you're going to get a 0 on the plagiarized assignment. Second time around, you're going to get a 0 plus an office referral for all parties involved. Now, in all your official written work, you are required to also have a works cited page at the bottom of your written work. First 9 weeks, if you forget the works cited page, it's cool. I'm just going to deduct from your rubric. Second 9 weeks, by that time we've done 3, maybe even 4, maybe even 5 written works. Therefore, if you forget it the second 9 weeks, it's an automatic 0 and you can't make that up. Honors English and AP policy. So if your goal for next year is to take either Honors English 3 or AP Lang, there is a specific system that I follow. Now, for my standard students, if I feel you are able to be pushed and can handle the workload for Honors English 3, and you make an 80 or better, I am going to recommend you for Honors English 3. If you are already taking Honors English 2 this semester and you did your summer reading, you just have to make an 80 by the end of the semester. If you did not do your summer reading, you have to make an 85 or better. So that's for honor to be qualified and recommended by me for Honors English 3. If you want to take an AP course, it's a different ball game. You have to make a 90 or better if you did your summer reading. If you did not do your summer reading, unfortunately, you do not qualify to take AP Lang or any AP course your junior year. If you are a first-year freshman, you are automatically recommended and registered for the English composition elective. You won't be able to take an Honors English 3 class or AP language class until your official 11th grade year. If you are a 9th grader and you are in my English 2 standard class, I automatically, if you make the 80 or better, enroll you in the Honors English 3. I'll also put you in the Honors English 3, and I also put you in the English composition course. What did I miss yesterday? AKA the absent policy. You're only here if you're learning. How can you laugh daily, show kindness, dream of the future, and offer your best self if you're never here? But if you are out, and I understand sometimes you got to be out, that's why Dr. Crooks is giving you 8 absences, you are still responsible for the work that you missed during those days. Now, when you are out, please do 3 before me. You got to be kidding me. Don't come to me at the door saying, oh, I was out yesterday. A, I know because you weren't here, and I missed laughing with you. And B, I'm at the door trying to supervise the hall, and that's distracting. So I don't mind you coming to ask me, what did you miss yesterday? But before you do that, do 3 before me. Check the class calendar on Google Classroom. 1. 2, review that day's agenda for any notes, readings, games, and or assignments that we did that day that you need to complete. And 3, check the WDIMY drawer for any worksheets given while you were gone. WDMY policy number 1, you have 2 days to turn in any missing work from when you were out. So if you were out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we had an assignment on Tuesday, and you come back on Thursday, you have Friday and then Monday to turn that assignment in or turn that missing work in. If you miss an assessment, you have 2 days to schedule a makeup either during Blue Comet time or after school. So if you were out, if we had an assessment on Monday and you were out and you return on Tuesday, you have until Thursday to schedule your makeup to retake that assessment. I do not hound you down to do this. We are a class that offers our very best selves every single day. We are a class that works hard, dreams for the future, and thinks critically. We cannot do those things if we do not stay on top of making up our missing work. That is your responsibility. Make sure that you hold yourself accountable for that. If it's a matter of, hey, Miss Winsley, I'm really bad about doing my makeup work. Can you constantly remind me? Hey, communicate that with me and I got you. But if you don't communicate that with me, then we drop the ball. I forgot it policy. We're teenagers. We got life. Sometimes we have assignments and we forget it or we just don't do it. I have a policy for that. Now, the first, because we are a class that works hard, dreams about the future, and offers our very best selves all day, every day, I have the expectation that all work should be completed to 70% proficiency or higher and turned in on time. But if you forgot it, policy, I have 4 IFI strategies. Strategy number 1, you must attend the very next Blue Comet time study hall to complete the missing assignment. IFI number 2, You must have that assignment completed by the end of that blue comment time to get the full credit. Yes, if you forget to do an assignment and you've completed in your blue comment time study hall, I will give you still full credit. But if you don't, the highest you can get once you turn it in is a 75%. If after that week has gone by and that final blue comment time has passed, the assignment is outstanding and the grade is a 0. Now, if you have any questions, I want you to turn your PEP one-pager over, and now is the time for you to take out a sticky note. You should see some near you. And if you have any questions about the class, about me, about any of the PEPs, policies, expectations, and procedures that you've just saw, go ahead and write them on a Post-it note. You should see in the very center of the classroom a box. You're going to put those questions in a box, and tomorrow we're going to do our first circle up discussion, and we're going to take that time to answer those questions. So at this time, you can stop the video and move on to the next assignment. I can't wait to laugh and show kindness with you and dream about the future and offer our very best selves. I'm very excited to be your teacher. This is Miss Winsley. This is who we are. Have a good one.